Well, hello again, everybody. It's Dirk. I'm back. That's right. I'm back, baby. Anyhow, did you miss me? Yeah, I was gone for a while. Ended up taking about, I don't know, somewhere around 10 months off. And had a whole bunch of stuff I needed to take care of outside of the trucking world. And myself being one of them. And yeah, so that was all good. It was a necessary evil. And so I got a whole bunch of stuff done, which is a good thing. And now I am back at it. I came back to MNS1 Express Inc. out of Plainfield, Illinois. I came back right at the end of December, I want to say. And right before the holidays. So I think it was like a week before the holidays, before Christmas and stuff. So ended up being, you know, all of the holidays, being limited driving time just because of the way the holidays fell this year. And then it's just been so freaking cold for most of January that I didn't even bother setting up any of the camera stuff. I'm still not done putting the camera stuff all back together, like set up properly the way I like it. But I do have 3 of them up and running. So I figured, well, that's enough. I might as well do a quick video and just say hello to everybody and let everybody know that yes, I am still alive. No, I was not fired. No, I did not die. I didn't, crawl under a gas truck and taste my own blood, as Sam Kennison once said. Yeah, showing my age there. Sorry. No, quite the contrary. I'm still at it and still doing very well. So I do appreciate a lot of different people had reached out to me in private messages and emails and stuff, and were concerned and wanting to know what was going on, and just not necessarily like wanting to know what's going on, like being nosy, but just wondering, making sure, wanting to know I was okay. So that was very unexpected and a very nice thing. So I do appreciate that. So for those of you who did reach out, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. That means a lot to me, so thank you. But yeah, anyway, I am back in and have been driving. I've just been really busy, and it's been super cold, so I haven't put any of the 2 cameras on the outside of the truck that face backwards, to show the rear view mirror kind of view. I haven't done those yet, so those are still to come. And I have been doing a whole bunch of running down south and back, which has been great, because in the winter time I would much rather be heading south and back up than heading north and back down. So that's just fine by me. I've been heading down and hitting like a big circle around the Nashville area and the Memphis area, Kentucky, Tennessee, all of that good stuff, a little bit of Arkansas, Missouri. So that has been occupying all of my time and mileage, and I'm just fine with that in January. That's just fine by me. So the company welcomed me back with open arms. Wonderful people, and can't say enough good things about them and the company as a whole. So very happy to be back. Very happy that I was remembered by everybody and was welcomed back with open arms, as it were. So that's all been great. I feel like I'm back working with not just coworkers but friends, and so that's a nice thing. And they even went so far as to put me in a brand new 2025 model Cascadia. I'd say it had, I don't know, maybe 20,000 miles on it, something like that. So, I wasn't the very first driver sitting in the seat, but, might as well have been. It was it was pretty much brand spanking new. Wonderful truck, very much appreciated that they did that. And unfortunately, as a testament to the quality control at Freightliner's assembly facilities, that truck had a whole bunch of different little issues. One of them, and the most important of which, it had an exhaust leak, and I was smelling exhaust in the cabin, which is not good. You do not want an exhaust leak in the cab of the truck. So I spent a few weeks driving around in that truck in 10 degree and 13 and 14 degree weather, and had the windows cracked down. Actually, more than just cracked down. I had the heat blasting in the windows a good ways down just to ventilate the truck. So that was no fun. And as soon as I let my fleet manager know about it, they were all over it like a cheap suit. I mean, they're like, oh, no, you get your ass back here immediately with that truck, and if it's real bad, stop where you are and all that. So kudos to them, for the correct response to an exhaust leak. They don't want their drivers dying of asphyxiation in their trucks, right? So, but it wasn't that critically bad. So I was able to get the truck back home to the yard, and so they needed, first, one of the technicians found a clamp on the exhaust, so the exhaust coming out of the turbo going into the DEF system box. I guess there's some, I don't know the name of it. They mentioned it and I forgot, of course, because I'm old and I forget everything. But it's the box that heats up to like 1,000 something degrees to cook all of the particulate matter out of the exhaust. So the pipe coming from the turbo going into that cooker box, there was a clamp on it that was loose enough to spin the clamp. So that's Freightliner's assembly line quality assurance. I'll tell you what. Nice job, boys and girls. Way to go. Let that truck out of the factory and asphyxiate some poor driver. Good stuff. So anyway, our technician immediately found that and tightened that down and figured that was the issue, which would be a logical conclusion, right? And I was still in the truck under a load kind of a thing. So, it's like, oh, cool, they found it, fix it, get on the road, which is what I did. But, there was still, it definitely had improved, but there was still some fumes in the truck as I was driving around over the course of the next week. So, when I reported that back to the company, they're like, you know what, we need to just swap you out of that truck, and we need to keep that truck here and have some time to investigate that and have the technicians drive around and all that good stuff. So, which is the right call. That was exactly what I thought they would probably do. So then I was like, okay, well, I wonder what they're going to put me in. I have this beautiful brand new truck. Now what am I going to get? And, frankly, any of their trucks are they're fine. They take very good care of their trucks. So even if it was like a 2021, excuse me, which I believe is the oldest that we have, and I think we only have a couple of them. But even if they had put me in one of those, like their oldest truck, they're still in beautiful shape. So no big deal, right? So put me in any truck, I'm fine. As long as everything works and it's clean, I'm good. So I find out after a little bit, I get a message, and they're like, okay, we got a truck for you. So when you come back, drop your trailer, and we'll have this other tractor on the swap out block. We have this little like staircase platform kind of a thing where you can pull two tractors kind of side by side with that in between the passenger doors. So you don't have to kind of go up and down the stairs all the time in both trucks, moving in and out, which is super helpful and very, very much appreciated. So it makes moving your stuff in and out of a truck a hell of a lot easier when you're switching trucks. So they said that the truck I should move into will be on that block when I get back, and just go ahead and do that. Well, the truck number that I see in the message is 2407. That was my truck. That was the truck that I got brand new. That one I did get brand new. I was the very first driver in 2407. And when I left the company for my little 10-month hiatus, I want to say I had about 50, maybe 60,000 on the odometer at that point when I turned that truck in, and I got it back. The exact same truck. I'm thrilled. It's my old baby. Now she's got 155,000. Actually, about 15,000 of those are my miles that I put on it already. So whoever had it in my absence put somewhere around about 100,000 miles on it, which sounds about right. 10 months, about 100,000 miles. That's about right. And they took good care of it. So whoever had my truck, thank you for not trashing it, because it still is in brand new shape and doing real well. They put some new steer tires on it right before I took it, which is hugely appreciated. And I just happened to mention to our shop manager when I was at the terminal that, hey, great that the truck's got new steers on it, but my steering wheel's a little bit off. It's kind of like almost a quarter turn to the left. And I asked him, how big of a deal is that? He said it's simple, not a big deal at all. So when I get back this weekend, they're going to fix that. They're just going to straighten out the steering wheel inside the truck. Other than that, I just had it washed finally, because it was absolutely filthy on the outside. When I got it back, it was immaculate inside. But because the weather was so cold, and rightfully so, they didn't clean the outside of the truck in that type of temperature. So, I got the truck with the outside being absolutely filthy, as trucks are at this time of the year. But the inside was immaculate, so that's all I cared about. And so now I finally had my first chance to go to a Blue Beacon and get this truck washed. And she's looking good. She's all back and shiny and looking new, and very happy. So I'm hoping she's happy to have all 230 some odd pounds of my big fat ass sitting in her driver's seat again. She seems to be. She's running great. And we are on our way from, let's see, where did we pick this stuff up? We picked up in Brownsville, Tennessee. We had to go down to Memphis to deliver something down there, then picked up this load from Brownsville, Tennessee. We are now going up to a town called Williamsburg, Michigan. Excuse me again. Not used to talking. Williamsburg, Michigan is way the hell up there. It is north of Cadillac, Michigan. Cadillac, Michigan is essentially where the interstates stop and the northern wilderness begins. And so it's way up there. It's not quite Upper Peninsula, but pretty close. So we're going to go a stone's throw away from Canada, essentially, where this one delivers. And it is now Thursday, and it delivers on Friday morning. So I'm just going to head up there and park somewhere close within range and deliver in the morning, and from there, who knows. So we'll see what I get coming out of there. I have a feeling I'll probably deadhead back down into civilization. Maybe pick something up in Dowagiac, Michigan, which is one of the places we go a lot. Maybe Saginaw, who knows. We'll see. That is up to planning and dispatch, and I will find out. I go where they point me. They say go, I say great. Off I go. So that's how this whole game works. I don't think I do. They think. So the consequences of their thoughts are theirs, not mine, which is just how I like it. Anyhow, I shouldn't say I don't think. Obviously, when you drive, there's a lot of thinking you do. That's about all you do is think. But anyway, I did want to just at least put out a quick video and to let people know, yes, number one, I am alive and doing well, and number two, I am back at the same company, M&S1 Express, and I am in the exact same truck that you last saw me in, and very, very happy about that, and having at it and pulling freight again. So We are heading up and we are on our way. We are rolling, and crappy weather, but I don't care. And I'm just glad to be back, and it feels nice to be running and rolling again. And obviously quite a bit more to come. Bear with me because my schedule is very busy with this company. There is not a lot of downtime, which is how I like it. We run, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So, but you know, the side part of that is that it makes doing, you know, camera installs and, you know, all the technical setup and cabling and all of that I do, you know, it's quite time consuming to do all of that, to do it the way I like, to my standards, which are pretty high. And so I just have to kind of do it piecemeal as I can when I have the time. So bear with me. We will get back to our normal full-blown video production that you've all grown accustomed to. Just give me a little bit of time. So I hope everybody's doing really well, and you will see more from me coming real soon. I'll see you later.